Damn. What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up, young toes, old toes? Let's go. Let's go. Somebody need an 8. What's up? What up? What up? I appreciate the like, brother. I appreciate the like, Truth Seeker. Truth, you need another 8? What up? What up? Look, let me tell you. What up, hey D? Y'all need let me explain to you how my brother operates with his hose reels. All right? What y'all up to today? Where y'all at? Where y'all at in the chat? What's up? This is how we feel about a damn screen washer. If that tells you anything. What up, crazy pilot? Man, life is good, dude. I'm here. Shee. So we got a well down here at Soft Washers. Okay, he gets a well put in. And as you can tell. But see, whenever we gonna run like a garden hose or something, what we do, there's dang room for another well here. But this is our garden hose dispenser. We're just gonna hook leave it out in the damn weather. Hook up a garden hose to an electric Titan. To hell with it. Pierce, he's hilarious, man. Yeah, man. So I'm down here at Soft Washers HQ. I just got the new phone. I'm guessing you guys can hear me a lot better. My iPhone 10 was kind of crapping out, dude. It was about time. I'm one of those people who likes to hold on to a phone as long as I can, because I don't like to give the commies my money. But I do appreciate iPhones. What y'all up to today, man? Top chat, live chat. Christmas lights, Hammond. So easy in Atlanta, dude. A lot of money in Atlanta. Cleaning concrete, Truth Meds, I love it. Florida, what's up? Truth Seeker. Yeah, dude, absolutely. I hope you guys are going to have a great Thanksgiving this year. A lot to be thankful for. A lot of you guys have made major strides in your business this year. There's a lot to be thankful for, man. A lot of you guys, some of the Inner Circle guys are on here, man. They are making strides. We got 2 more 6-figure earners in the Inner Circle, Mike Turman, Jonathan Dykes. Jonathan's one of those guys. Mike's about to hit 250. He may not hit 250 in the year, so he's not going to get the 250 plaque, but he's definitely going to hit 250 plus next year, I'm sure. But Mike got started with us at the first washathon. Dude, so he was like, that's when he got started. So it's so cool, man. He's going to do 250, and I think Dykes is going to be very close to 250. But Jonathan is one of those unique guys who he is with, I believe, Renew Crew. And what up, Reggie? He's an offshore guy. He works 14 on, 14 off. So he's going to do 6 figures, way more than 6 figures, probably close to 220. And part-time, like super part-time. Like that's the epitome of part-time. So link up with him if you guys are in the circle. Link up with Jonathan, man. He's one of those guys that you could definitely pay attention to if you are in an offshore or you're like a nurse who's working that shift type of, 14 on, 4 off thing. You know what I mean? He's mastered that. Yeah, doubt. So we out here. My brother got this building built. Man, it's been really cool to watch him just build his business over the last, 3-4 years. I'll show you guys around here if you don't mind. Y'all cool with it? So we got the, I don't know how many thousands of gallons that is. Cody would know because he has a larger bleach tank than that. But we got our sushi rolls, our cow sushi rolls right here. And we got a young buck back here. He washing off some stuff. But so this is a new rig that Pierce got. It ain't new, but it's new to us. You know how it is. That's Southern folk right there. Hell yeah, it's new to me, by God. So yeah, that's 2,000 gallons. That's what that is. 1,900 at the top. So probably right at 2,000. And man, that's a huge help. Just being able to fill up on site, not having to deal with it. Lord have mercy. But this is an old U-Haul truck, right? Can you guys notice? It's one of those aluminum beds. The beds are really nice, man. They got that flip down. You know, he just put a skid back there. That's truck 4. That's probably truck 5, yeah. So I don't know where this skid came from. I don't think I've seen this skid before. It might have came inside of it. He might have bought something off of somebody. But it's got 1.8 up there. Morning, James. Yeah, so 4 electric hose reels for 1.8. It's probably because he doesn't have the other 8 up there. So he's gonna put another one right there. And that's probably the one I showed you that's on the floor back there. So, yay! Yeah, this is really cool, right? Like the little flip down U-Haul door, these come stock with their beds, man. And you can buy these trucks pretty reasonable. And look at that. Like you can hold that up. You can keep all your chems. Pierce loves using these for bleach. He'll fill up his bleach tank for the soft washer or whatever, but they'll just downstream out of these. Downstream out of these guys, man. Mike, we at the family business, cuz. This is my brother. Shit, I'm wash toe through and through, man, unfortunately. Wash toe, shit, you ain't getting away, man. You think you gonna get away, you ain't getting away. This is the first one. This is the first rig. It's being disassembled. Look at this. You can tell it's the first rig. It's a damn, it needs to be a fish reef. Sink this out in the Gulf. Thank you, Reggie. He's definitely crushing it, dude. Everything Pierce does. Oh, look at that. This is a barnacle boy too right here. We're gonna sink this one out there and fish off of it. Nice little crappie will get all in that air compressor, you know. I have to dig him out. I have to put that lure right on top of his head right there. Yeah, he's stuck up in that air compressor down there. I can damn well tell you, he done took the bait and damn well sunk down into that air compressor. He ain't coming out. You might need to just cut your line down there. Look at this, bro. I'm looking like damn. Look at this. This is looking like who's the guy off of Gold Member off of Austin Powers when he peels off his skin? Damn. Hey, y'all need. Hey, look, boy. We gonna get there. Listen, we gonna magnet that sumbitch on and then zip tie the hell out of it. Not even cut it loose. This is one thing about Pierce that I admire. Pierce is one of those people who there is just absolutely nothing beyond the damn joint exploding that will stop him, okay? He's bullheaded. He's a middle child. He's bullheaded as a dude. Pierce is going to get it done. He don't care if he's got to use a DeWalt sprayer on a lift, like one of them little battery-powered sprayers. Pierce is gonna finish the job. All right, and he don't care if it's pretty. He don't care. This is what we think about old the graveyard, bro. Old graveyard. Come on. Ooh, that's still lit, boy. There's still something going on in there. That's just some radioactive material in there. I can smell it. Oh yeah. But that's one thing about Pierce, dude. But that's why he's got the shop built. Everything, all this is a brand new shop, so all this will eventually be put up somewhere. Well, I can't say all of it, but most of it will eventually be put up somewhere. I think that's kind of our style, dude. We're not like people who really like target in on all the little nuances. It's more about getting things done and getting momentum. And if I can tell you guys who are thinking about it in your business, you're constantly thinking about it, and that's what ain't making you no money. You're always overthinking it. Everything's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be in line. I've seen those guys, they got their workshop, woodworking shop, whatever. Everything's got its like little place. And that's fine. That's a life that you can live, and it's probably more peaceful in the mind than it is operating like this. But this is how you move fast and break things, right? Not to quote Zuckerberg, that motherfucker, but Zuckerberg he said, move fast and break things. And that's kind of how we operate. So if you can figure out how to get away from your overthinking, I know it's challenging. Sometimes challenging to figure out a good direction. The first step to take. A lot of times it's just about taking a step. If you knew yeah, if you knew how many things I've failed at in my life in the spotlight, right? Like in the spotlight, dude, like in the limelight, bro, and fail while everybody's watching you. I gotta, figuring out how to get rid of that fear is one of the big challenges. I think that's something, because it's usually your family or something like that you're scared to fail in front of. And you won't even admit it. You won't even admit that you're scared to fail in front of those people. But that's what it is. Otherwise, then what is it? You scared to fail in front of your kids? You scared to fail in something? It's like, the only way you can fail in this game is if you just stop. Now you can lose a lot of money not knowing which step to take. You can lose a lot of money by, not compressing your learning curve or not getting training, right? A lot of the training that we offer takes at least a year or 2 years, some of the training, and it compresses it into like a few days, or compresses it into a month or a course or whatever. I guess you could lose a lot of money. If you don't care about losing money, then just figure it out on your own. You know what I mean? Figure it out after 2 years, right? You'll be in the same spot of a guy who went to WashCon, got it in 3 days, and just took a load of notes. There are some things, though, that you're just going to have to go through. That first customer that calls you back, or figuring out how to deal with picky people, a lot of that stuff's going to dive into your childhood and how you've been taught to handle confrontation. A lot of people are going to run from it. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge it. The best way that I found is to get it out on the front end. Get it all out there on the front end. Hash it all out in the beginning. and that'll save you a lot of trouble down the line. You know, be in a way so professional and so on point that some people don't work with you because of that, right? A lot of people think that money is just money, and to me, money is attached to the headache involved that I had to go through to get it. Hope that makes sense. I'm not interested in living my life going through constant headache, dealing with just everyone. Equal opportunity customer doesn't exist. It's not an equal opportunity. You see, working with you should be an honor because you're going to show up, because you're going to do what you say you're going to do, because you're not going to kill all their plants. Working with you and finding you as a contractor should be an honor to a customer. You see, they're lucky they found you. You see how this is the complete flip from what most contractors operate like? It's a complete mental frame shift. Most people believe that it's the honor of you to have a customer. No, I'm a badass at marketing. I'm gonna have customers. Okay. The point of it is it's an honor for you to work with me and me not work with somebody else in this moment in time. Because you could be working with Ricky Tommy. You understand? You could be stuck with old $99 guy who's going to destroy your shit. But good lucky for you, good thing, you got me. Okay? This is the antithesis of Southern talk. This is the antithesis of that broke, Baptist, guilt-ridden talk. That everybody, get that out of your brain. If you are a good person and you do watch my videos and you implement and you freaking take notes and you do what you say you're going to do and you show up on time, brother, I'm going to tell you, the customer is lucky to have someone like you in their driveway right now. What up, go, bro? The customer is blessed to have you in their driveway right now. Now, that doesn't mean that, and I don't know why you would. I don't even know why I have to caveat. I don't have to caveat, but I'm gonna. Because some toe is gonna take this and run with it, and I gotta head him off at the pass. Doesn't mean that you're gonna be an asshole. Why would you be an asshole? You wanna make money too. So there is a win-win-win-win situation when you reframe yourself in this way. In your own mind, that's it. If you reframe yourself in your own mind this way, you ain't got to change the external. The external will change itself because you change the internal. You change the internal, the external will change. You'll walk different. You'll position different. You'll speak different. You'll close different. Your certainty will be at level 100, okay? You'll handle shit. People call you, call them back. Bam, bam. Dang, man, y'all called me right back. You damn right we did. We're the freaking professionals. Who the hell you think we are? You don't say that, but that's how you think. You're lucky I called you back because Ricky Tommy ain't gonna call you back and he ain't gonna show up. You see? Now, are there other contractors who are gonna call them back? Sure. There's that top 1%. The top of the top are going to know how to position. They're going to know how to market. They're also going to understand that customers are not expendable, but they're also, we don't default to them. Okay? We want to work with them. And the funny thing is, they want to work with you, schleep. They want to give you their money. They do. That's why they're calling you. They want to give you their money. Okay? They would not have picked up the phone. Dialing phone numbers nowadays is work, honestly, to a lot of people. Think about Amazon, man. All I got to do is swipe, and that son of a gun is going to be at my door in like a day. Some stuff will be here this afternoon. It's crazy. So the inconvenience of calling your team or calling you, that means that customer wants to give you their money, especially if they're like 30, to 40. Those people just want to text. They don't want to engage. So older people, 60 years old, that could still be up in the air if they're calling you because they're used to calling. That's the era they grew up in, which is calling. But if you have a 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 35 who's calling you, bro, they're ready to give you that money now. Okay? They're ready to give you that money now. Hey, you need to make sure they don't leave without stroking a check. They don't get to get off the phone without locking something down. Okay? If you're taking phone calls and you're not doing remote. I recommend you get a little experience under your belt before you start doing remote. Just because you run up on some of these houses and, you haven't cleaned anything before, you're going to be way off and your confidence isn't going to be there. Okay? Reggie, what up, dog? Turner, what up? Okay? So, it's all about your own mental positioning. One thing that changed for me is when I started being able to get results on command with SEO, right? Especially this most recent one where I started ranking. I ranked mine in a city, but I was like, I wonder if I can rank somebody else's in a major city. And I did that. I've already done small towns and all this stuff and locked them in at #1. But if I can rank one in like Portland, which we just did, it's like, okay, this is results on command. This is just controllable outcomes with Google. Like I'm just telling Google what to do. And over time, it doesn't matter how big the city is, over time, I'm just forcing my outcome down Google's throat. Do you know what type of certainty that gives you when you speak to someone about SEO or something like that? It's like, what are you gonna tell me? What are you gonna tell me? I've already done it. I've done it not just with mine, not just with my brothers, not just with multiple other companies in small towns, but I've done it in major cities multiple times. That's the certainty that you have to walk through. But how are you gonna be able to do that if you've never done any jobs? So you gotta get out there. You gotta get a little messy. You gotta learn the ins and outs. I'm not saying that you need to kill plants, but I'm gonna tell you, you'll learn more in one of those moments than you learned all year long. I'll tell you that. You'll learn more in the hard times than you do in the good times. Okay? But I figured out that there's no win by diminishing yourself. You don't win by slumping down. I've watched people go their whole lives like this, man. I've watched people go their whole lives self-deprecating constantly, still broke. I was like, man, they got to be some type of win, some type of little mountaintop experience they're going to get whenever they self-deprecate this much through their whole life. Nope, they're 70 and still broke. Well, shit. We just take the mask off. We have talked about that a little bit in the inner circle. I'll talk about it. I mean, nothing's really going to change with GMB except the way you access it. They're not going to change GMB completely. That's their lifeline. That's their only way to like beat out a Yelp or something like that. Or, now Bing and some of these other, smaller search engines have local search. They're not quite as good, but they still have it and they're not changing theirs. So the big thing with Google is to not lose users on the site. You don't understand. I know we think that like, oh, well, people will never leave Google. No. That's not how that works. The only reason you're there is because of how fast and how accurate their results are. And if they slump, you realize losing just 10% of users to another search engine, it's a shark's game out there with search engines. Google, yes, is the big dog, but they have to maintain that. Okay, so they're not going to change the way local search looks currently. They may do little things, but it's not going to change as a whole right now. They've done this before. They've done all kinds of changes before. So it's how you access it. It's just, they're not going to give you like the portal through Google My Business to access it. You're going to have to access it through search, which you can currently do right now. You just don't, you can currently do it, but that's going to be the only way. I hope that clears that up for you. I wouldn't worry about it. So that's what I hope that, maybe through me beating it constantly. Yeah, just the interface. So I hope that me beating on this certainty thing constantly. I know a lot of you guys are getting results with it, okay? I know a lot of you guys are out there changing your life, man. And that's hard for me to like take, because I know a lot of you guys have taken our classes and taken our courses, and it means a lot. It means a lot to be a part of that, to be a part of somebody's life like that. I can't, you need to take obviously most of the credit because you're doing the work, but for us to have a small part of that, it's an honor. And not like I didn't expect it to work. See, I don't ever walk like that, man. Don't ever walk like that. My son is in wrestling right now. I'll explain this to you. And the world, I know, is going to make my son, it's going to humble him. Okay, the world humbles everybody. That's not something, you don't know what people are dealing with. You don't know, like somebody who's talking and all up in arms and hating on what you do. You don't know they lost their daughter last week to some weird cancer. Bro, you don't know that. You don't know that. People, the world humbles everyone. It's going to. You don't know 95% of everyone's stuff. The childhood they grew up with, the dad they didn't have, the baby that just, whatever it is when, I forget it, when a baby dies in the womb and miscarriage or whatever, you don't know what people are dealing with. So if all of that is equal for everyone, no one's living. I mean, some of these billionaires, dude, their kids are in shambles, bro. Their kids are drug addicts, ODing, man. Their kids, and that happens in broke people life too, but it doesn't matter. Like the humbleness of, yeah, stillborn, that's right. Yeah, the humbleness is gonna come. So if it's gonna come with my kid, like when he's wrestling, right, the world is gonna humble him because Jed is really good at wrestling. Like he's naturally good. He's naturally aggressive. He naturally understands how to move his body to take out kids who've been wrestling for a decent amount of time, okay? Jet's still wearing socks. He doesn't even have wrestling boots on, all right? So he's like at his second wrestling camp and throwing these kids out who got all the singlets and the shoes, and he's just tossing them. He's picking them up and they're kicking in the air and he's slamming them. And he's like, Dad, I was thinking about it. Like, he's only 7, but he's like, Dad, I was thinking about it. I'm gonna slam him. I'm gonna slam. No, I thought about it. I was like, as soon as I can like get on his back and like pick on, he like told me he premeditated like slamming this kid. And I'm like, well, he's like, is slamming legal? I don't know, like figure out, talk to your coach. It probably isn't technically legal, but I'm gonna let the coach figure that out. I'm not curbing my boy. Nah, slam their ass. Casualties, son. Take their ass out. Make him quit. The coach will curb you. All right, the ref will curb you, okay? If you lose a match because you slammed them, you're not in trouble with me. You'll learn. The world, it ain't my job to diminish him in any way, okay? I'm not gonna sit there. Now, you can't be poking people's eyes out or grabbing their nuts or anything like that, but he ain't doing none of that. He's just working these kids like a dog. He's just working them, throwing them around, just physical. And it's like, for me, I want you to walk out there like Conor McGregor with your arms flinging, you know what I mean? The billionaire strut. Like, that's how I need him to walk, because I know the world is going to curb him anyway. Me as his father, it's not my job. If I add dirt on top of him, nah, I don't step in, bro. I just cheer him on. Slam his ass. That's what I'm over here talking about. Pick that boy up, drop him on his head. That's what I want you to do. Hey, it's all relative. He's a lightweight. Him being dropped on his head, he's only 7. He'll bounce back. But that's the type of that meanness, that aggressiveness, that almost when it shows itself in that type of sport with a child, you egg it on because you can't coach it. You know how many little kids are super docile, afraid of every shadow they see? Man, I see it all the time because I'm with my son. I'll see another kid, man, and I just wonder if some of that is nature or some of that is nurture, right? If a helicopter parent has made that child that way, think about what you've been made to think. You know, maybe that kid could have been a little more aggressive, right? If his mom hadn't, helicoptered around him all the time, or he didn't have a dad to like rough him up, and wrestle with him, right? Some of that is nurture. It's not necessarily just how they are. Kids are barbarians by default, dude. They're like little barbarians. It's Lord of the Flies, bro. So, figure out that in yourself. Try to understand what that is in yourself. Because a lot of this stuff, man, is not who you really are. It's who somebody told you need to be. And you just bought it. Like, you're like, all right, I'm not going to be that way. I'm not going to be proud. I'm not going to be, Don't let nobody be wielding the Bible verses on you neither, okay? Yeah, you be proud of your accomplishments, but you also know that you can get better, all right? What happens then, here's the issue with that with a lot of people, is if you're proud, but you also know that you can get better, you rise above, because most people can never get to the point of being proud of themselves at all. Hell, I'm just trying. I hope I can do it. Well, we just kicks the dirt and shit, all ashamed. It's like, bro, you're actually amazing. You know that? You're actually doing amazing. Can you at least come to like the point where you actually believe that you're doing good? Can you stomach it? Can you stomach actually being proud of yourself? For 10 minutes. Just try it. Just try it, man. That's pretty freaking awesome. Because I know what it's like. I have that built-in default to be like, it's not that great. We got to keep going. Yeah, that's already going to be there. That's always there. So what happens when you double up on it? Well, I'm not that good. And then your brain's like, yeah, you really actually suck. No, hell no. You be proud today, dude. Be proud of the job you closed. You closed your first, $800 job. You be proud of the damn thing. Walk tall. Stick your chest out, okay? Because you're going to make more today than that little small town chiropractor made today. Only thing is he went to school for a long ass time. And you didn't. And you over here pressure washing. See? There is no hierarchy. There is no like, he's got this equipment, he should be paid more. He's been doing it for 10 years, he should be paid more. The hell with that. When I first got started, I'm charging more than every sumbitch out here. But you just got started, you damn right. That's why I'm charging more, because I got to fund all my mistakes. You see? It's just a frame shift. If you can't fix it, feature it. I ain't experienced. That's why I need to charge more. I ain't as fast as y'all, man. I got to charge more. I'm going to be here longer. Most toes be like, well, you're not as experienced. You can't charge more. No. I'm not as experienced, so I got to charge more. Start doing that flip on your entire childhood. I got to be a millionaire because, look, I got to be. I just got to be. Well, why do you need to? You don't need $1 million. Yeah, I know. That's why I need $1 million. To figure out that I don't need $1 million. See what I'm saying? Like, nothing makes sense. Nothing. You start figuring it out that nothing makes sense and both sides make sense, right? Well, you don't need, having a lot of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, well, I know a lot of broke people who are doing meth. So I don't know what to tell you. It could be the root of all evil. Being broke is too. Yeah, but you can't pass through the eye of a needle now. Okay. Well, you eating all that Kraft mac and cheese, you ain't gonna be able to either. I don't know what to tell you. We got to get the broke thoughts out of our life. I'm gonna sum it up with that. We got to, and look, I'm not saying that I'm immune, all right? But Pierce and I, you know, we came at this game that we wanted to take over. We wanted no prisoners, bro. Look, movie Lone Survivor, I'm just telling you, AP would have had to just kick him off cliff. Because, hey, look, I'll take it. Look, I'll be court-martialed. That's fine. I'll take the fall. But y'all ain't going to run back there and tell them no Talibani that we up here, cuz. So let them they bring them down the path. I'll do what I need to do. That's a rough situation. You got to figure out how to make hard decisions, man. Make hard decisions. Believe in yourself. Walk tall. Be proud of what you've done. And I'm going to tell you, if you're able to do that, you'll build on it. Most of the time I see guys holding themselves back, it's because they can't stomach their own success. Don't get above it, right? Don't rub it in people's faces, but as long as you're not doing that. And that don't mean that you can't own a Ferrari. That don't mean that you can't have a big fat watch. That don't mean, look, get all that thinking, that's broke thinking too. I want you to own all that stuff. I want you to have all of it. To figure out that you don't really care about it. You need to have it. See? You need to have it to figure out that there ain't nothing to it. I gotta have a damn Ferrari to figure out why I don't need a damn Ferrari. How am I gonna know? How am I gonna know if I ain't got one? Well, that's fair something. You need to just learn that lesson. Yeah, I need to learn it, by God. At 120 miles an hour. You just do. I came back for Thanksgiving, and I ain't been here in a few months to Alabama. And most of my family knows how I am when it comes to that stuff. I don't entertain no broke shit. Don't be spewing no broke rhetoric around me, and most of my family doesn't. They don't even go there, because I'll talk about it. I'll address it. Y'all know how passionate I am about that and eradicating that poison from your life. And you got to love those people, but that don't mean you got to put up with it, okay? That don't mean that you got to allow it to absorb. I used to think of myself of having, like, I was at one of those trains with one of those little cow wedges, right? If a cow was on the track, that little wedge would, like, throw him off the track, you know what I mean? That was my brain, dude. I would have to walk into, like, situations, and it was just like, like any type of broke thinking had to just get the hell off my brain. Get off my brain. Don't let it enter your vicinity. Don't entertain the thought. Be like, yeah, well, it's good to see you, man. Don't be mean. Don't be, an asshole about it. But you gotta, what does Jim Rohn says? Jim Rohn says you gotta nurture your thoughts like a mother, and you gotta protect your thoughts like a father. So, I'm grateful. Channel has come a long way. We've helped a lot of people. And I'm very, very grateful that you've trusted me and trusted Justin and Mike and Cody, Core 4, to, help you out in this and cut down some of the learning curve. Because I promise you, like, if this is something you want, we can help you get there. You want 5 trucks? We can help you get there. All Pierce is literally Google. Like, he doesn't do any other type of marketing. So I never wanted 5 trucks. That sounds like a lot of knuckleheads. Too many damn knuckleheads, bro. Y'all know how I don't deal with no knuckleheads, bro. So tell me how your grandma died for the 3rd time. Your grandma can't die 3 times. Can't die 3 times. Why you didn't show it to work? Right? I just can't. Too much. But I appreciate you, and I'm grateful this Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for what we've been able to accomplish this year. And we're not done. We're far from done. WashCon Live 2022 at the Standard Private Club in Nashville, Tennessee. Tickets are going fast, man. VIPs are already sold out. And, man, I don't know how many we got left. I know we probably like 50 or something like that of the regular tickets. But there's only 100 people allowed to come. So life can change, bro. Roop Records, bro. I love to hear that, dude. I love to hear that, man. I truly am. I'm truly grateful. And I'm telling you, I'm not ever gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. Like, you know, here's the thing. I believe that you should be paid handsomely. I also believe I should be paid handsomely. I believe we all should be paid handsomely. The funny thing is when you start believing that, that starts happening for you in your life. You know, when I started investing in courses and learning SEO and stuff, and that stuff's not cheap, okay? Truth Seeker, man, isn't that great? You raised your prices 15% and still got a 5% tip because of price elasticity, Truth Seeker. Because the money and the discrepancy in your mind with it is bullshit. People don't think about money. Not everybody think. We're in our own little fishbowl. We think, oh man, everybody's broke. No. There's a lot of people who ain't broke. There's a lot of people who don't think $3,000 is any money, right? Like there's people out there who wouldn't buy a $3,000 watch because it's too cheap. You see how I just reversed that on you? Wouldn't buy a $3,000. Nah, hell no, I ain't buying a damn $3,000 watch because it's too expensive. There's people out there who would say, it's only $3,000. Meanwhile, you over here got your little stand selling stuff, little tiki stand, and you're like, oh, $3,000. These are too expensive. Nobody buys them. Nobody buys them. You say, why? Because they're too expensive. No, because they're too cheap. Robert Cialdini has a great book called Influence. Cialdini is hard to spell, but if you just type in influence on Amazon, it'll talk about the story of a turquoise store that sold turquoise, like gems, you know, like gemstones, in like one of these little island towns, and they couldn't sell them, couldn't move them. But when they doubled the price, everybody came in there, all the tourists came in there and bought them all. They doubled the price, and people bought them all. Couldn't sell them at the cheap price, couldn't sell them with the discount. Discounted, marked down. Nobody bought them. Tourists come to spend money. He doubled the price, sold the whole box. Get the book, it's a good book. You'll like it. It'll mess with you a little bit up top. It'll be good for you. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you soon, okay? Hey, hold on real quick. How y'all like this iPhone 13, dude? It doesn't sound like a waterfall, does it? Not anymore. Yeah, we leveled up, bro.